Everyone was watching, but nobody knew why I was being escorted out. The truth behind this moment shocked everyone. Stay until the end to discover what really happened.
Level 1, 0 followers. You post something at 11:47 p.m., a photo, a thought, a moment you thought mattered. Nobody sees it. Not because it was bad, because nobody's watching. The counter says 0, not 1, 0. You check it again in the morning like it might have changed. It didn't. The internet doesn't know you exist, and the internet doesn't owe you an introduction. You post again the next day, same result. Silence isn't rejection at this level. It's worse. It's indifference. Rejection means someone looked and said, no. Indifference means nobody looked at all. You watch a stranger's video hit 40,000 views overnight. You watch your own video sit at 6. 4 of those views are you. Refreshing. You don't hate the stranger. You just feel the gap. You keep posting anyway. Not because you believe it'll work, because stopping feels like admitting the 0 was permanent. The first rule, at 0 followers, you don't have an audience. You have a diary the world happens to see and chooses not to. Level 2, 500 followers. Something small shifts. A stranger comments on your post. Not your mom, not your friend from high school, pretending she watches everything. You read the comment 4 times. It's 3 words long. It feels like the loudest thing you've ever heard. You post more often now, not because you have more to say, because posting feels like pulling a lever that sometimes pays out. The 500 people watching you are not a crowd. They're barely a room, but it's the first room you've ever had. You start performing slightly differently. Not fake, just aware. Aware that eyes exist where there were none. That awareness changes the way you hold your face in a photo. You didn't ask for this shift. It happened anyway. A video flops, only 40 views. You feel it in your chest like a small failure. The bar moved without your permission. Nobody warns you about that. Growth doesn't feel like gaining. It feels like the goalpost relocating. You check your phone in a meeting. Nobody notices. You notice. The habit started this small. The second rule, 500 followers is the first taste of being seen. Level 3, 10,000 followers. People you've never met start talking about you like they know you. A stranger messages you disagreeing with an opinion you made in a 30-second video. He writes 4 paragraphs. You wrote 30 seconds. He spent longer being angry at you than you spent being you. This is the first time you understand the math doesn't balance anymore. What you say costs you nothing. What people do with it costs them hours. A brand reaches out. Small budget, free product, $100 for a post. You say yes. You feel important for exactly the length of time it takes to realize. $100 for hours of filming, editing, and captioning is not a business. It's a hobby wearing a business's clothes. You walk into a coffee shop and someone glances at you twice. The second glance lasts half a second too long. You don't know if they recognize you or if you're imagining it. That uncertainty becomes its own quiet tax you pay every time you leave the house. Your engagement dips 1 week. You didn't do anything differently. The algorithm just decided to show you to fewer people. You have no idea why. You will never know why. The system explains nothing. It just adjusts and you adjust to it. The third rule, at 10,000 followers, you stop being unknown, but you also stop being fully yours.
Level 4, 100,000 followers. You are, by most definitions, an influencer now. The word sits strangely, like a coat that fits but isn't yours. Brands offer real money. $2,000 for a post. You negotiate. You've learned the language. Deliverables, usage rights, whitelisting. Words that meant nothing 8 months ago now decide your rent. A comment section fills with people arguing about you in the third person. You exist for them as a character, not a person. You scroll past a comment calling you fake. You scroll past another calling you the realest person on the app. Both comments are about the same 15 seconds of video. Neither commenter has met you. You realize the version of you they're arguing about isn't you. It's a character you built and they're renting. You walk down the street and someone stops you. They know your dog's name. They know a joke you made in March. You don't know them at all. The exchange is warm and unequal, and you smile through the imbalance. Your DMs fill with strangers asking for advice, money, attention, validation. You can't answer all of them. You feel guilty about the ones you can't. The fourth rule, strangers know you better than your neighbors do, and that intimacy is manufactured.
Level 5, 1 million followers. Verified, the blue checkmark feels like a passport into a country you didn't apply to live in. Companies email your manager now. You have a manager. That sentence alone would have sounded insane 3 years ago. A single post can move real money now. $10,000, sometimes more, for words that took you 9 minutes to write. The math has fully inverted from level 1. You go outside and someone asks for a photo, you say yes. 3 more people ask, you say yes to all of them. Because saying no to even one becomes a headline about how you've changed, you haven't changed. The math changed. Every version of you online is now a slightly different character. You start losing track of which version is closest to true. A stranger writes a 2,000-word post analyzing your personality. He is confident. He is wrong. He has more followers reading his analysis than you have people who know you. The 5th rule, at 1 million followers, the world doesn't know you better. The world just has more opinions about a version of you it invented. You sit with the number you chased for years and realize chasing was the point. The engine is quiet and you're not sure what's supposed to drive you next. Level 6, 5 million followers. You stop reading comments. Not because you're above it. The volume makes reading impossible. A single bad day can trend for 48 hours before you've even seen it. Strangers debate your character in headlines while you're asleep. You wake up to a controversy built from 4 seconds of footage. The apology has to be filmed within hours or you're guilty by silence. You learn this the hard way once. Once is enough. Your face becomes something other people use. Memes, edits, reaction content, made from your likeness without your permission, spreading further than anything you post. You are the most visible person in a room of strangers, and the least in control of what that visibility means. A brand offers $200,000 for a single campaign. You say yes before finishing the email. The numbers stop feeling real around level 4. Now it's just a spreadsheet cell. You go to an event, security walks beside you. Not because you're in danger, the crowd doesn't know how to hold itself around you. Crowds that don't know how to hold themselves become dangerous by accident. The 6th rule, at 5 million followers, you're not being watched. You're being consumed piece by piece by people who will never meet the parts of you they haven't decided to look at. You sit alone after, exhausted, before stepping back into the noise. Level 7, 10 million followers, you are a business now, whether you want it to be or not. A team runs your calendar, your brand deals, your content schedule. Your face is a line item on a spreadsheet somewhere. You post something small, unimportant to you, and it becomes a news story by dinner. Journalists who've never spoken to you write profiles based on a curated highlight reel. You read one. It's wrong in ways that would take an hour to correct. Correcting it would only give the story more attention. You let it stand. Letting falsehood stand becomes part of the job. A message arrives from someone who never once texted you before. He wants advice, exposure, and introduction to someone. You say yes because saying no at this scale gets weaponized later. Every no becomes content for someone else's channel about how you've changed. You haven't changed. You've just been given a number that changes what people think they're owed. Somewhere out there tonight, someone posts something at 11:47 p.m., 0 followers. Nobody watches, nobody comments. They check the number again in the morning like it might have changed. It hasn't. They don't know yet that the silence and the noise came from the exact same door. They just haven't walked through it yet. The 7th rule, the follower count was never about being seen. It was about how much of yourself the world decides it's allowed to take, one number at a time.